Hey guys, hey again. We are going to do our reading. So starting on page 101. You read some interesting things last time, and this time we're going to find out some other interesting things. So first thing, page 101, how did Mrs. Robinson and the boys discover that Edward was really a girl? So answer that. Then the Robinson family had each other during the 10 years on the island. The new girl had no one for 3 years. How do you think she felt when she saw the Robinsons? How do you think she felt? She hadn't had anybody around and thought she was alone on that island. How did she feel when she saw the Robinsons come? Then, why on page 102, why would the Robinson boys have become rough after living 10 years on the island? Why would they have become rough? So you have to think, they're on this island, they've been there for 10 years. All they've known is their family, their mom, but they're all guys except for mom. So why would they have become rough? What is the reason? What would have happened? Or what is the reason that that would have happened? Which of the boys did Jenny hold her hand out to? Which of the boys did Jenny hold her hand out to? Then where was Jenny born? You're reading through on page 103. Where was she born? An interesting thing. And then what kinds of things did Jenny learn in school? What kinds of things did she learn in school? So read through carefully, because there's more than just one. There's a couple of things that it talked about what she learned in school. How did Jenny end up on the island? Okay, we know how the Swiss Family Robinson got there, but how did Jenny end up on the island? So read that carefully through so you'll know. How did learning sports in school help Jenny on the island? So she was by herself. How did the sports help her on the island? How did the Robinsons show kindness to Jenny? What did they do? How did they show kindness? They were very kind to their new guest, and they welcomed her and, made her feel at home. But I want you to answer, what were some of the things that they did to show kindness, to make her feel at home? Why did it please the boys so much when Jenny thanked them? And that's an important thing. She could have just easily not even said anything, but she was so overwhelmed with their kindness that she made a point to thank them. But why did it please them to know that she was thanking them? Page 108. Now that Jenny lived with them, what did the boys do when it was raining? Now that she lived with them, what did they do when it was raining? We've talked about other things that they would do in the caves and things before, but now what did they do? What did Jenny find near her hut that Mrs. Robinson wanted? What did Jenny find near her hut that Mrs. Robinson wanted? Name some things that Jenny had made for herself on the island. So there were several things that it talked about that she herself, she's like, I need to make this. I'm going to make this for myself. What were some of those things? Try to name all of them, or as many as you can. There's a whole listing of them all together that you can repeat and talk about. So think about those and say those. How did Jenny's coming change the Robinson family's life? How did her coming to the, and being a part of their family change their life? Think about some of those things that we already have talked about, and then some other things that it will talk about on page 110. So then the chapter review. So this is for the whole chapter. At the end of each chapter, we'll do a whole chapter review. Describe Fritz. Just give a description. What was Fritz like? What are some words that you could use to describe Fritz? Describe Jenny. So we're going to describe Fritz. We're going to describe Jenny. Why didn't the Robinson family realize at first that Jenny was a girl? Why didn't they realize at first that Jenny was a girl? 4, her father thought it would be better for her to wear men's clothes when she was sailing because what? Why did her father think it was better for her to wear men's clothes while she's sailing? What did they think? And then, which person in the Robinson family did Jenny like the best? Which one did she like the best? Did she feel the most comfortable with? So that's all for today. We're going to start with chapter 11, New Switzerland, tomorrow. So I hope that you'll enjoy what you're reading today, answer those questions with your family, and enjoy reading today's end of the chapter, chapter 10. And then we'll find out what else happens in chapter 11 tomorrow. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make me proud. I love you. See you soon.